The rain hammered a relentless rhythm on the corrugated metal roof of my tiny house. Outside, the wind howled like a banshee, rattling the windows precariously. I huddled deeper into my oversized armchair, a well-worn copy of Moby Dick clutched in my hand. Being a reclusive writer of gothic horror in a world obsessed with vampires and sparkly werewolves wasn't exactly a recipe for success. Suddenly, a flash of electric blue light split the darkness, momentarily illuminating the cobweb-laden corners of my living room. My heart lurched. Power outages were rare in this sleepy seaside town, especially during storms. Curiosity, that age-old demon, clawed at me. I threw on a raincoat and squelched out into the downpour. The light emanated from the abandoned lighthouse at the end of the pier. A shiver danced down my spine. The lighthouse had been condemned years ago after a devastating storm, its skeletal frame a constant reminder of the town's forgotten past. Hesitantly, I approached, the wind whipping my hair into a frenzy. The closer I got, the more the electric hum intensified. Then I saw it. A figure huddled at the base of the lighthouse, shrouded in an ethereal glow. My pulse quickened. Could it be? My mind conjured up 100 fantastical scenarios, each more terrifying than the last. Taking a deep breath, I called out, my voice swallowed by the storm. The figure turned. Two luminous blue eyes pierced the darkness. It was a woman, her long silver hair plastered to her face. She wore a strange, shimmering suit that seemed to defy the rain. As she looked at me, a flicker of recognition crossed her features. "You can see me," she said, her voice a melodic whisper. "Who are you?" I stammered, fear momentarily eclipsed by awe. "I'm Amelia," she replied. "But you wouldn't know that name. In your world, I only exist on the pages of a book." A jolt of understanding shot through me. Amelia, the enigmatic heroine of a science fiction series that was abruptly canceled after a single season. Her story, a thrilling tale of interdimensional travel, left me wanting more. "You're real," I breathed, disbelief clinging to my voice. She smiled, a melancholic flicker in her eyes. "Not quite, but thanks to the storm, the barriers are weakened. For a moment, I can exist here in your world." We talked for hours, huddled beneath the skeletal form of the lighthouse. She spoke of her adventures, of alternate realities, and of the heartbreak of being confined to a story left unfinished. I shared my struggles as a writer, yearning for recognition in a world obsessed with the superficial. As the storm gradually subsided, so did the ethereal blue light. Amelia's form shimmered, then began to fade. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice a faint echo, "for remembering." The next morning, the lighthouse stood stark and silent against the clear blue sky. But something had changed within me. The encounter with Amelia had sparked a renewed sense of purpose. Maybe, I thought, it's time to revisit my own story. Maybe, just maybe, the Gothic genre could use a good, old-fashioned dose of cosmic horror.